If you asked someone a few years ago what China looked like, they likely pictured smog-choked cities and strict rules. Today, thousands of people with smartphones are arriving and discovering a different reality. For decades, global perception was managed from the top down. Information flowed through centralized, physical systems designed for mass production. A small group of major news networks and foreign policy journalists acted as the gatekeepers. They filtered the daily life of a billion people, primarily through the lens of trade wars and international disputes. Because of this narrow bottleneck, a nation's global image was often a curated product delivered to the public, rather than an organic, ground-level observation. Millions of people are now bypassing those traditional networks. They are experiencing foreign cities through the decentralized lenses of independent travel vloggers. When Western audiences see these videos, the visual shock is immediate. The dense, neon-soaked environments directly contradict the grim expectations set by years of broadcast television. Much of the impact of these videos comes from their lack of polish. They appear as direct observations from random tourists rather than government-produced campaigns. By simply pressing record on their phones, ordinary people are adding perspectives that were previously filtered out, changing how information travels across borders. The scale of this urban transformation is difficult to grasp until you actually see it. The overwhelming density challenges preconceived notions of a developing nation. Shenzhen stands as a case study of this extreme acceleration. It has rapidly become one of the world's leading technology hubs. Just a few decades ago, this was a relatively small fishing area. That rapid leap in development is exactly why first-time visitors are often surprised. Surprise goes beyond architecture. Travelers are consistently struck by the speed of underlying civic infrastructure. China operates the world's largest high-speed rail network. Trains connect distant cities at over 300 kilometers per hour, condensing multi-day journeys into mere hours. The physical reality on the ground creates a stark disconnect with the audience's prior expectations. That specific gap is exactly what drives these street-level videos to go viral. This shift in perception isn't happening in a vacuum. It is driven by policy and automated technology. Recently, China expanded visa-free entry for citizens of numerous countries. This removes the friction of travel, allowing more foreign cameras to generate first-hand exposure. This chart shows two distinct video performance curves. Algorithms reward content subverting what a viewer expects to see. The algorithm pushes these surprising videos to millions of non-subscribers, creating a feedback loop. Viral hits prompt more visits, feeding the algorithm and multiplying reach. By mathematically rewarding surprise, the algorithm has become an effective distributor for a nation's ground-level reality. If these videos only showcased flawless cities, viewers might easily dismiss them as state-sponsored propaganda. Watching a creator struggle with a local map makes their eventual success on a high-speed train feel far more believable. A polished, sterile tourism advertisement often feels artificial to modern viewers, but an influencer getting lost on the subway, only to eventually figure it out, feels distinctly real. Vulnerability ultimately builds credibility on the modern internet. Audiences often trust a flawed, authentic struggle over a polished press release. These street-level videos do not mean the traditional news reporting on international friction was false. Both mediums have limitations. Traditional news often overlooks the reality of daily civilian life, while travel creators may overlook complex systemic debates. Travel vloggers are not replacing journalists. They are simply filling an information vacuum regarding the everyday, ground-level human experience. The reality of a nation is multifaceted. Relying on only one of these lenses guarantees a distorted view. We are seeing a change in how information is distributed. Global audiences can now compare macro-political documentaries with live, micro-experiences broadcast from a street corner. Nations once relied on diplomats and press secretaries to manage their image. Now, an unscripted video can reach more people than an official press conference. Global perception now develops within the same digital networks where billions of people share their daily lives and personal discoveries. A country's identity is no longer only a product of official statements. It is built by what millions of ordinary people see for themselves.